This event made its Olympic debut in 2006. We've already had some frantic action to reduce the women's field from 21 countries down to 10 via our two semi-finals. It is a wide open race. Interestingly, the United States in their semi-final were quicker than Norway in the first semi by 11 seconds. Whether that means something or not, we'll know in the fullness of time, but Sweden, OAR and Finland all skied quicker than Norway's winning time in the first semi. So two very different races we've had so far, but 10 have made it through. The format is that they have teams of two skiers, each does 3 laps of the course, but they ski number one skier goes out first and then hands over to number 2. They ski alternately the 1.2 kilometre course here at Alpensia. But Norway, the dominant nation, winning 5 out of the 8 cross-country medals so far in men's and women's competition. They've got both their teams through to these two finals. It would be a surprise if they didn't at least medal, and it would not be a surprise if they won both. The United States, with Kicken Randall and Jess Diggins, certainly have to be considered in this women's final. Team 12, Sweden, Charlotte Kalla and Stina Nilsson. Both gold medalists at these games. Finland is team 13. They'll be represented by Marty Laukkanen and Krista Palmakoski. 14, it's the United States, Kicken Randall and Jess Diggins. Snow temperature is a -7. Air temperature not too bad really for evening. It's coming up towards 7 o'clock local time, and the wind is slight from the southeast. More often comes from the west, so a change of conditions as we get warmer. It's the first semi-final skied in 16 minutes and 33 seconds for Norway, 16 minutes 22. United States winning the second semi. And the fastest qualifiers came through along with the first and second place getters from both semis. Total climb around this course of 43 metres. A gentle rise out of the stadium. Length of the lap 1176 metres. All up, it is skied 6 times. Kicken Randall will go out first for United States and hand over to a mate, Jess Diggins, and Randall and Diggins, then Randall and Diggins. That's the way it goes. Got a few minutes until our final. Skied in the freestyle technique in 2014 in Sochi. Norway were gold medalists from Finland and Sweden, but that was in the classic technique. The only other time it's been skied freestyle was in Vancouver 2010, when it was Germany from Sweden and the Russian Federation Charlotte Kalla was in that team for Sweden that won the silver then. And Kalla is skiing first for Sweden, backed up by Stina Nilsson. In 2006, first time the team sprint was raced, Sweden won it from Canada and Finland. Anna Dahlberg and Lina Andersson were the winning team for Sweden. Marit Bjørgen and Micah Falla for Norway. Any medal for Marit Bjørgen will make her the most decorated Winter Olympic athlete. She has currently 13 medals. And she's on that number with fellow Norwegian Ola Aina Bjørndalen, so that's something to watch for. A little bit of history on offer here for Marit Bjørgen. Switzerland, led up by Nadine Feindrich and then Lorien van der Graaf. Mari Laakkonen and Krista Pamakoski for Finland. And the Finns, silver medalists in 2014 and bronze in 2006, so they've got a good record in this format. Both those medals, though, were in the classic style, and this is freestyle in 2018. The United States has not had a medal in the team sprint. Canada has, though, 2006, silver behind Sweden. So the United States will start from the middle of the front row. Norway, Sweden and Switzerland. And OAR will also be on that front row. Natalia Nepraeva will lead it off for the Olympic athletes from Russia. Marit Bjørgen. Kicken Randall. Stars on one cheek and I think USA on the other, yes. There's not too much doubt about who she's representing. Nepraeva can take it out hard. It'll be interesting to see the tactics from the other nations. So, USA, fastest qualifiers. Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, OAR. It's wide open. Very excited to be here. I do like seeing some measure of relaxation on the faces of the athletes. Part of me wants to see them enjoy it, and there is a very relaxed and experienced Marit Bjørgen. Charlotte Kalla, likewise. No reaction from Nadine Feindrich. Nepraeva gets ready. It's too close to the start to wave and smile. Just a few seconds left, but it is Kicken Randall in the middle of the front row who will lead us away. Team sprint final, 6 laps. Away we go then. Kicken Randall in the middle of the field for the United States. And making a surge up the inside is Natalia Nepraeva in the burgundy uniform of the Olympic athletes from Russia. Team number 15, Randall Just moves past her and drags Marte Bjørgen with her. So it's the United States, Norway and OAR. Switzerland on the outside in team number 3. Sweden back in about 6th position on the inside. Charlotte Kalla had a rather mixed semi-final. She had a poor second lap, but was strong with her first and third. She'll be looking for more consistency, champion Swede, as they go up this long first climb, and they're not done quite yet. Bjørgen puts on a little bit of speed, put herself ahead of Kikan Randall. So it's Norway, United States, and Team France, Orgeon up into second position. You don't want to get too far behind if they're to chase for a medal. And that might be the tactics of some of these lesser ranked nations. Don't expect to be able to go the second half of the race for these more fancy teams. You better be there right from the start. Norway, OAR, Sweden moving up through Kalla in bib number 12. Just dropping back a little bit is Kikan Randall on this climb. And she's dropped from 1st to 4th. Waiting in the start-finish area, the second skiers for each team. It'll be Jess Diggins out second for the US. Micah Falla for Norway. And they sweep down in front of the grandstands now for the first time. Oh, and Bjørgen nearly lost some balance there. It is a very fast right-hander. Sweden in third, United States fourth. Bit of a gap back to Finland's Mari Laukkanen in the predominantly white uniform. Norway, OAR and Sweden. Then it's the United States. And it's a chaotic change as the 10 teams send out the second skiers. It's Julia Belarukova for OAR. Finland have had a poor first lap. Parmakoski has been asked to do a lot. Norway back into equal third.
One off the front. Still in the peloton.
Skiing second for Norway.
Too shy of FDP.
The first skiers try to relax.
Boys are going off.
Fill the lungs with good air.
It's hectic.
Sweden's Charlotte Kalla.
I'm pushing FDP in the draft.
Gone all right on that opening lap. Sweden certainly well in it. Slovenia dropping to the back of the field. This is
I'm up for it. I feel good.
Lime green uniform, very distinctive.
Coasted and roasted, am I right? Come on.
Oh, Lampich. That's why she's at the back. And a stumble there, and a costly one. Falla moving up alongside Nielsen. Belarukova. Falla and Nielsen, Norway and Sweden. Belarukova has dropped back a little for OAR. She'd now be in 5th position in that darker burgundy uniform. Finland have made a real surge. Parmakoski has brought them back into it. Still needs 2 strong laps from a teammate though, Mari Laukkanen. Seems to be quite a difference in the speed generated by those two for Finland. Sweden, Norway, United States and Finland. Parmakoski skiing the house down here to get Finland up to 4th. Wide sort of skating action as they come up along a flat area and a gentle rise. Nielsen will bring them into the straight first for Sweden. There's Norway and the United States and Finland. Well, this is going to be another chaotic change. Great to see so many countries in it in this final. Not much between them. As they go back to skier number 1. And for Norway, that's Marit Bjørgen. And for the United States, it's Kicken Randall. Charlotte Kalla leads it for Sweden. Then it's Marit Bjørgen. And then it's Kicken Randall. Norway and the United States. Krajeva on the outside, looking to come back into it for OAR. Overtaking several on this incline. She's a very good climber, Krajeva. Moving almost up alongside Marit Bjørgen, not quite. Kalla and Bjørgen and Krajeva. Sweden, Norway, OAR. United States, don't count them out, still in a strong 4th position. Three and 4 abreast they come up this climb. Once again, we're finding that Mari Laukkanen of Finland is just being sorted out by this pace. Teammate Parmakoski waits anxiously in the start-finish area, having worked their way back into the top 4, and now they're at the tail of the field again, Finland. So they're having a real seesawing race. Team 2 there, Germany just ahead of Finland, but it's Norway, Sweden, United States and OAR. They're your top 4. This is the final of the women's team sprint. And we're almost halfway through. Getting towards the end of the 3rd lap of 6. And the next exchange about to take place. We'll be back to the second skiers for each team. Norway, Sweden, USA, OAR there. And they'll come in to make the next change. Norway do it successfully, so too Sweden. And the skiers handing over, just try and stay out of the way. No real dramas this time on the change. Parmakoski is really going to have to go. Back out to the front of the race, and it's the United States. Jess Diggins looks to be the quicker of the 2 in her team. Kicken Randall has kept the United States in it, but when Jess Diggins goes back out on course, she likes her share of the lead, and she's taken it again from Maiken Falla of Norway, then Sweden. OAR has dropped back a little. And Switzerland into 4th position with Florian van der Graaf. Diggins digging in up the hill. Switzerland have played themselves into it. Florian van der Graaf now would be in 4th position, but the first 3 seem to be clearing out a little on this ascent as Diggins takes Falla with her. Falla moves right, maybe hoping to take over. And then it's Switzerland's van der Graaf. Number 1 skiers getting ready to resume the battle. It's Falla for Norway, back into the stadium again. Diggins right beside her. Oh, and Diggins has got the skis running beautifully. In 3rd position, it's Sweden's Stina Nielsen. So it's USA, Norway and Sweden. And they've got quite a big gap over OAR. And 2 laps to go at this next change. USA, Norway, Sweden. When will a move come? Last lap for Bjørgen. Kick and Randall for the United States. Marit Bjørgen for Norway. Charlotte Kalla for Sweden. Can any of them make a move? Switzerland only just got the changeover done in time. Not sure what happened to Bela Rukova on that last lap. Perhaps holding something in reserve for the 6th and final circuit. It's Randall. And it's Bjørgen. And it's Kalla. Bjørgen and Kalla now. I wonder if Randall can go with this pace. If Bjørgen wants to make a surge, it could ask something of the US athlete. For these to be our medalists, is it to be yet another gold for Marit Bjørgen? When she hands over to Michael Falla, she'll certainly hope so. And that's some way off. The tempo lifts. Here's the move. Falla is going with her. Bjørgen can't shake her off. Struggling a little. Kick and Randall. Can the United States stay in the battle? Yes, they can. Randall finds something. Up the hill they go. Bjørgen putting the question to Sweden and the United States. They both respond, though. She can't shake them off. Bjørgen, Kalla, and Randall. The 3 crest the hill together. Now it's quite confusing. We've got Kalla for Sweden and Falla for Norway. Fortunately, they're not skiing the same leg. Falla will ski the last for Norway. For Sweden, it'll be Nielsen. And for the United States, Diggins. And a loss of a stock and a loss of a chance there for OAR. They're out of it. These 3 should have the medals between them. The distance back to 4th is now some 80 metres. It's Norway, Sweden, and the United States. Bjørgen will hand over to Michael Falla. Kalla hands over to Nielsen for Sweden. And Randall to Diggins. Here we go. It's on for gold. Norway, Sweden, and the USA. And Switzerland in 4th position, but 11 seconds behind. And in 1.2 Ks, that's too much to make up, one thinks, unless there's a fall. And through come the rest. Slovenia make the change, so too France. And Finland as well. Diggins, she moves to the front once more. It's her turn to ask some questions of Norway and Sweden. This is a mighty final. Diggins, Falla and Nielsen in that order. Oh, Nielsen struggling a bit for Sweden. She's dropped off 5 metres at the end of that last climb. Tends to make up a few metres as these descents finish, does Stina Nielsen, but she's got to climb for all she's worth. Falla. Chased by Diggins. And Nielsen has found something. Mark and Falla for Norway. Not a lot of this race left. This is for gold, silver and bronze. The United States back to 3rd position, but Diggins has probably got something. History beckons for the United States. This is rare air indeed for them to be breathing. Mark and Falla. Won't be long till they're in the stadium. And got to be very careful here. A fall would be a disaster and a massive disappointment for teams and fans alike. They've avoided that Into the stadium they come. Couple of 100 metres to go. It's anybody's. 3 abreast. There's a slight climb still. And Stina Nilsson, the sprint champion, moves to the front. She's the sprint gold medalist. Has she timed this right? Sweden will come into the straight first, then the United States, and then Norway. It doesn't look like Falla can do it for the Norwegians. It's Sweden and the United States, stride for stride, push for push. Who's it going to be? Nilsson or Diggins? Coming down to the line. And the United States has done it! From Sweden and Norway. Oh, what a performance from Jess Diggins. History for the United States. A Nordic gold. USA, Sweden and Norway. And what a finish it was. What a way to do it. Well, Randall and Jess Diggins won the freestyle team sprint at the World Championships 2013. It's not a complete surprise, but to do it at Olympic level, that's something. Just 0.19 between the United States and Sweden. Stina Nilsson came around the bend into the home straight, and as the sprint gold medalist, maybe she thought she could do it, but Jess Diggins thought otherwise. So we have our 4th different nation winning the women's team sprint in 4 Olympics. It was Germany in 2010 when it was also freestyle, 2006 Sweden, 2014 Norway, 2018 the USA. What a race. Sporting spirit all around. And very generous congratulations coming from the Swedish team. Fall very close to the end of this race. Michael Falla of Norway just couldn't go with Nilsson and Diggins. So it was distilled down to a race in 2, and Diggins came from a couple of metres behind with about 70 metres to go and was really digging in straight away. This was a stunning sprint for the gold. Diggins just getting the better of Nilsson. Throws out the left leg to be sure. And by half of the length of a ski, it's gold for the United States from Sweden. Kickin Randall and Jess Diggins. Shouldn't be lost on us that the achievement of Marit Bjørgen in picking up a bronze medal in the Norwegian team does make her the most decorated Winter Olympian with 14 medals now.